Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Designing DeFi. Today I am reviewing Morpho XYZ. So let's see what it's all about. This is the landing page. Their first thing is improve your lend and borrow APY. Morpho is an on-chain peer-to-peer layer on top of lending pools. Rates are seamlessly improved for borrowers and lenders while preserving the same guarantees. So let's go inside their app and see what's it all about. So the first thing that I see here, I have to select an optimized pool. Morpho will improve your rates by seamlessly matching liquidity peer-to-peer. And I can choose between two pools, either the Morpho Compound or Aave. And then below, I would see volume supplied, volume borrowed, matching efficiency, available liquidity. So here I see the governance analytics. I really like about this that they use the tooltips, so I would be able to see more details on each one of these. So I have the volume supplied, volume borrowed, matching efficiency, the percentage of borrowed volume matched peer-to-peer with suppliers on the markets where peer-to-peer is enabled. So some market is, some it is not. And then you have the available liquidity. So yeah, I definitely really like that. Um, this is interesting, the way they approach that you would have to first choose a market. I don't know what I would do here. I just feel that this is somehow an extra step. The way I would approach this would probably be through a tab view approach rather than this step. I would always try to eliminate as many steps as possible. So either choosing one, either Morpho or Aave as primary, and then you have the ability to change to another one. Just because I'm a bit more efficient when it comes to that, a bit more minimalistic, and I would go for an approach like that. But let's, for this case, choose Morpho Compound. And here we have, yeah, so here I can switch between the two very well. I can also claim here and I get a bit of information here. So let's first go to how does this work. So how does this work? You supply the assets through Morpho interface to earn interest. Some assets can be used as collateral to borrow funds. So some can be used, some cannot be used, which is very interesting. Then we have borrow assets. You can borrow assets against the collateral of your choice. Morpho relies on compounds liquidity so you can borrow as much liquidity as there is on the pool. And then you can enjoy the P2P matches, which I think this is something interesting. I'm not sure if it's something specifically related to them, but I haven't seen it anywhere else. Where possible, Morpho will automatically match your P2P with other users to optimize your supply and borrow APY. Using Morpho Compound, you are now earning more, paying less um, than on Compound, with no additional market risk and no loss of liquidity compared to simple pool position. I really like that, to be honest. So yeah, that's a really cool feature. So yeah, I haven't seen this anywhere else, and I'm excited to take a look how this works. I like how they're gonna be here understood. Like, I, if my mother would read this, she would not understand a word. So yeah, understood. Cool. So we again, like, we have the market stats here. I really don't like the fact that when you hover over them, you have this interaction, just because this interaction promotes in interactivity. So in a way, like, it shows that this is clickable in any way, which is not. So I would just prefer having it the way it was before, hovering over the info button and seeing the tooltips. So we have the supply market and we have the borrow market. Supply on the left, how much I have in my wallet. And then here I have the projected Morpho rewarded after 1 year for $1,000 supply, assuming the minimum rate for a given market. All right, so that's the token that they're giving in this case. Then we have the compound APY here, which is pretty straightforward. Um, and then here they've selected the ones that also earn you a P2P APY, and you can also select those here. USDT, Uni, and RAP BTC, and also you have the borrow market here. Very interesting. Okay, and these ones, yeah, that's very interesting. So if I want to know more about the peer-to-peer, I get this model, and again, they're reinforcing the value proposition, matching, and they say that matching happens when a supplier automatically meets a borrower on Morpho. Here's an example. Very interesting concept. Yeah. So yeah, so in this case, this is very interesting, and it all makes sense to me so far. I get the information that I would want from these. I might want a bit like of individual market stats, I would say, before going in which one of these. But like, I think this is enough. What I would like to know is like which one counts as collateral and which one does not count as collateral, because that is not clear to me from seeing this. And I do not like this interaction. This interaction, I do not like it. I would prefer just pop it there. No need to come from the right side. Cool. So we have here again. I like the fact that they state um, where the chain, but also which part of their optimized pools you're in. And I also like the fact that you're able to change this from here very easily. It would have been cool if this would have been maybe either drop down, or maybe you can also do it a model, because in this way you would have a bit more space on each one of this to also show this APYs over here. So it would have been better in that case if they would have done that. So perfect. So we have the Tether USD here. We have the market metrics. So if you click, you're going to get the market metrics, value waiting for matching, value matched, compound liquidity, compound borrow. Yeah. Yeah, I really like that they state this. I might want to see, I don't know why they do this. When you hover over, they blur out the other ones, because it's just a bit difficult to uh, to understand, doing that. So you have supply and withdraw here. Obviously, we haven't withdrawn, but we only supply. We only need to supply because we don't have any supply in order to withdraw. So we have setup, confirm, and sum up. I don't know what sum up means. So let's say here we don't have any USDT, but I think I do have a bit of DAI. So let's go into it. All right, let's see, 50%, 1.5 DAI. Minimum APY on compound, 0.9%, P2P APY. It tells me like the P2P matching is currently disabled because the comp rewards are more profitable. I like that. Cool. One thing I would love to see here. So if I click all data, I get more information like the maximum loan to value, health factor, what the health factor is, total barrel capacity, how that changes. I would love to have this information here and not needing to go into all data. I feel some of this stuff is pretty important to kind of see it here. So being hidden here, I don't think that that doesn't help. And then here you're able to set up these ones. So all is good. Just I want that all data to be present here, not anywhere else. I like the fact that they choose approve or unlimited approve. I would also want a bit more education for new users in terms of what that is, because uh, users who are very used to this kind of apps would know this, but new users would not. So a bit more information on that would go a long way. So yeah, it is, the UI is a bit crowded, but more or less I would say this is very good. I would not use the setup confirm sum up here. I would somehow just do it, have this modal here, and maybe have this on top or something. But definitely crowds things a bit here. So moving it a bit on top would be my go-to strategy. I assume we have the dashboard here. So here is where my positions will appear. And I like the fact that you can also do that here, the same thing. You can supply in case you want to do it from this part. And then you have the governments and the analytics. I would not go into this right now. But I'm gonna leave you with what I went through so far. Very interesting protocol, very interesting value proposition, and explained quite well. The value proposition is explained quite well. Um, just a few things that I've mentioned, which I would love a bit more information on, but so far so good. And I appreciate these new protocols with new value propositions, because it's always so hard to state like what your value proposition is in this case, and it's difficult to tune that also for new users, but also for experienced users. It's a fine tune, and I know that from experience. So if you enjoy this, you can click like and share, and I'll see you in the next video.